I really try not to write any of this down as I move through this next folder. However, it's something I really want to point out. When you move through these different ages and these different allotments of time is what they are, is what an age period is. These are different periods that you're given time to clean up and to make a record for yourself. And the best way to make a record for yourself so that you don't take on any debt as a sovereign male or female, a male, a woman or man, excuse me, is to have a way that you can form some form of a commodity by hand, is what I call it. You have to put your hand into a commodity and eventually over time turn that into an account. So most of my rituals, what makes them so like successful to me is that I try to put my hand and my energy work into everything I do. Because when you start to realize that you do that, you start to realize that your whole life is nothing but a bank account and a job, man, or a business anyway, or whatever you want to call it. An account anyway is what I call it. So the time you're going to invest, spend, and going to work, you're going to be offsetting your wealth. You're like, what's my wealth? Your wealth is your health. Because that time you was investing and going to work, you could have been spending that time and figuring out how you're going to stay alive, figuring out how you're going to make it through this matrix. Because it takes time to stay alive. To really live in this matrix, and you ain't got no car, and you can't like visa time, because like these people in these cars, they claim that they're visa in time. And they battle with me every day because they see what I do in the community, and it's positive. Because we all on the same team, but then we still go through times where we versus each other, if you want to call it that. But they're in these vehicles, and some of them call themselves sovereigns and stuff, and they call themselves visa in time faster because they're using their resources and all of that to go through this thing faster. And I mean, that's really like, I think for the star seeds, for the crystals, excuse me, that's more of their program. Because an indigo, I was taught to be simply the one that funds the annuity, which is the commodity. When you keep yourself in the position of the commodity, you have to always try to, it's very difficult to keep yourself as an asset at all times. So no matter what you do, you're always generating credit. Even if they try to tell you you're losing credit, you're always generating credit. Just like when I make these videos, I feature in my own videos now, man. This shit is crazy. I was talking about this earlier, but I feature in my own videos, meaning that I can get more money off monetization on my own videos than I can off the actual views or the visa of it. Because it's so much, you know what I'm saying? Because of the fact that I use commodities and did a lot of commodity work in my day. I've worked in the oil industry, you name it, I've worked in it. And so I'm able to have a lot of commodities backing my work. So yeah, I can. It's funny, like I was just telling somebody, like I'm gonna have this view is gonna have to catch up with my age because I'm actually visaing this thing faster than the view I believe is gonna catch up. So thanks YouTube for keeping me up. You know, it's a blessing, definitely. So I'm gonna go ahead and get over here to out the country as always. You guys stay vigilant. Hotel.